Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another celeb inspired look, but as always I'm going to start off just by prepping the skin. This makeup look is actually pretty matte, so I'm using a mattifying primer, the one from Fenty, which is so nice, and keeping that in the T-zone where I get quite oily. And then I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I love this so much. I'm just applying it with a sponge and it applies it really flawlessly. It dries down matte, but I did mix it with a little bit of the Armani Luminous Silk. And oh my god, this is my new favourite foundation combination. Honestly, it looks so beautiful and had a really nice kind of natural glow. Like, it didn't look dewy, just like really nice and natural and skin like. So this is the look from Kylie Jenner I'm going to be recreating. So I'm just going to start off with bronzing and contouring my face, kind of doing this in one with a bit of cream bronzer. This one's from Fenty Beauty in the shade Butter Biscuit. And it is so nice and buildable, really easy to apply. I'm just using the Fenty 125 face brush to do this, popping this in all of the areas and just trying to sculpt, kind of trying to mimic a little bit of what Kylie's complexion looks like, but obviously I don't look like Kylie, so I'm just doing my best. Popping a bit down the sides of my nose just to contour the nose a little bit. Kylie always has that kind of bronzer brought up into the front portion of the brow, so I'm just doing that as well. And then I'm going in with a bit of concealer, so I'm going for a lighter concealer in the Fenty Instant Retouch. So I'm using shade 185 and just popping this in these certain areas where I really want to brighten and kind of mimic where Kylie has her brightness. So it was mainly just really under the eyes, a tiny bit on the chin and in the center of the forehead. And I did notice that there was almost a line kind of down the sides of her nose, I think just to slim the nose down a little bit, and it just makes that under eye just look so bright and flawless. So I'm blending that out with the concealer brush from Fenty also, and then going over with my damp sponge just to make sure it's all nice and blended flawlessly, no creasing in sight. And then I'm just going to set that with some Fenty setting powder in the shade Lavender. And Lavender is really beautiful because it has the undertone of like a purple in it, so it's really good for brightening, and that's what I absolutely love to bake with. So I'm only baking underneath my eyes because I feel like that was the only area on her face that was super bright. Everywhere else was quite tanned actually. And then to blend that out and kind of get rid of the bake, I actually stipple in some of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and it just looks so beautiful. And then I'm going to take the Fenty Soft Matte Powder Foundation with the Fenty powder brush and just set the rest of my face. Taking some blush, the Fenty Petal Poppin Cream Blush, and I'm keeping it on the outer portion of the face because that's where Kylie had hers, and I just think it looks so cute. She loves a bit of blush, so I'm going to go in with some of the powder blush as well. This is Tarte Exposed Amazonian Clay Blush, and it's a really beautiful pink. Oh my god, love a bit of blush. And then I'm just going to go over the cream bronzer with a little bit of powder bronzer. This is a Stalk'r bronzer from Fenty in the shade Shady, and I'm just carving out the jawline as well because she has like quite a nice snatched jawline and I don't, so we got to recreate it. Then I'm going to take the Sultry Nights palette from Physicians Formula, and I'm taking shade Beach Beige first into the crease and into the front portion of the brow as well with a big fluffy brush, and then deepening up with Off the Coast, which is a darker brown shade. And then I'm just taking a really small little flat brush and some of my concealer. It's the same Fenty concealer I used on my face, and I'm carving out that cut crease. Now, she had a really beautiful, really eye-opening like cut crease, so I'm using it with quite a nice bright concealer. I'm actually extending the tear duct slightly and making that appear a bit larger, and then also basically winging it out because we are going to be doing a winged liner as well. To set that lid, I'm going to take So Shy, which is a shade from the Vieve Essential palette, and it's a really beautiful creamy shade, and as you can see it just gives that a nice little bit of brightness, mats everything down. And then I take a bit more of Beach Beige again and just go in that outer corner a little bit and then deepen up that cut crease slightly. Now I'm going to do my wing. Now, I'm not going to lie, this was a little bit of a struggle because the wing was literally just straight out and it didn't go all the way across the lid. It just stopped on the outer corner as you're bringing that wing right in. And I did have to kind of carve out underneath just to try and sharpen it up a little bit, and then I wasn't happy with how it looked on top, so I also took a bit more concealer and kind of tried to perfect it on top as well. It does prove though that if you ever get your liner wrong, honestly, you can just go over with some concealer and just redo it again. You don't have to ruin your makeup, you can just try and perfect it, because we all have the days that we struggle, and because this isn't a liner look that I do often, it was a little bit tricky. Now, I did just pop the rhinestones on off camera because it was so difficult trying to put them on camera. Then I'm quickly popping some white liner on the outer portion of that cut crease. It's the White Out Longwear Pomade from Kat Von D. Then taking a little bit more of the beach beige shade underneath my lower lash line and adding some mascara. Now I did notice that Kylie had like a really beautiful kind of winged out lash on the outer corner, so I actually just cut some of my lashes up. I can't remember the exact lashes that I cut, but they were really old, and I just popped those on the outer corner and it gave a nice little bit of lift. And again, I just went in with a little bit more mascara, so I used the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara, which is my ultimate fave, and it just blended those lashes in perfectly. And then we're already onto lips, so I went in with MAC Well lip liner, which I know is actually one of Kylie's faves back in the day, but is still one of my faves today. It's such a beautiful combo with like a pinky nude lip. And so I'm just lining my lips, trying to kind of mimic her lip shape a little bit. So my Cupid's bow is quite harsh, so I kind of needed to soften that out a little bit, overline just a tad, and then I go in with the Avon and Lisa Armstrong lipstick in Clary. It's a really beautiful matte light pink shade, and I just think it looks so cute and tied everything else together. And there we have it. That's my final recreation of Kylie Jenner's most recent look with Makeup by Ariel. His looks are just stunning. If you did like the video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all of that. You know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.